What's up, guys? It's your boy K-Aus, bringing you guys the second segment of our Weekend League series this week. Just a heads up, a couple of the games, they were a little, like, Twitch's vodcast broke, it, like, just cut out some of the videos, like, you couldn't download it. It was weird. So just so you know, it's gonna skip, like, just a tiny bit. It's not like, bad, but, just letting you guys know that that's gonna happen. But he got the ball first. We got a quick stop. You know, big nickel over G, getting sacks. You guys know how that goes. Right here, first and goal. We're just patient, trying to wait for something to get open. We end up taking a sack. Probably a stupid play by me. But I was getting ready to make a little bit of a rant to you guys. So Michael Vick, right there, got under pressure throw, and it throws it right to the guy. I don't know how that happened. It just gave me a really, really weird, like, passing animation. That was not what I was trying to do whatsoever. And that's actually a good start to. I'm thinking about getting rid of Michael Vick after this week, man. I know I talked to you guys last week about Calvin Johnson being really, really weird with that post route. But I also just wasn't really pleased with Vick this week. And I don't show you guys a ton of meaningless plays, but he had a lot of overthrows this week. And you guys will see the ones that usually result in picks, but the ones that are just incompletions on wide open passes, I don't usually show you guys. But he was just bad this week, man. So I'm just letting you guys know that that's something I'm thinking about. So regardless, we get a touchdown right there. Go up 7-0. We're screaming, and we get a nice little yick right there. Brian Dawkins. Brian Dawkins has been really solid for me, but he is someone I'm thinking about getting rid of as well. Because I've been playing him in the slot from the nickel. Because I like guys that can play man-to-man at my safety spot right now, and he just can't do it. So I've been thinking about getting rid of him because I don't really like the nickel spot not being able to play man either. So we'll see how that goes. Right there, Ty Law, making Ty Law-like plays, get another pick. Defense is really rolling, man. Like I told you guys last time, if you guys are interested in my ebooks, I have my offensive ebook dropping tomorrow, and my defensive ebook will drop next week on Wednesday. Offense will be trips tight end and anything like red zone related and all that stuff. And then for tomorrow, for next week, the nickel over G and 3-5 odd defense is coming out. So right here, we try to just chuck it up on 4th and 20. We end up throwing a pick. I kind of was just taking this guy lightly. I don't know why I didn't want to just bury him. When I kept throwing picks and kind of let him hang around so he wouldn't quit. I kind of hate when I do that, but it's hard to get yourself out of that mode at times. Right here, we play crossman, thinking he's going to run the ball. He has a nice little laser over the top, and Deion dumbs out. And then now I'm just thinking to myself, man, this guy's never going to quit, and gave him a touchdown. But it is what it is. 14-7, so we got to get 7 here to kind of get back rolling here. Hit our crosser across the middle. Steve Smith cuts it upfield, and we get about 40 yards. 1st and 10 here. Back to shot wheel. We're trying to bomb him over the top. And we do just that. Randy's just too fast from that slot spot. Right here, he goes to looks like double and sail or verticals, and nothing doing. We get a sack. 2nd and 18 here. Nice little play. I probably shouldn't have played hard flats right there on 2nd and 18. I'm not sure what I was thinking. Definitely should have played clouds. But back to 4 verticals here. Gets me over the top again. He's low-key lasering me right now. He's doing a good job. We had him really, really boxed at the beginning of the game, but right now he's actually doing pretty all right. As we scream right there and get a sack with Jamal Adams. So he ends up, as I told you guys, the video's kind of skipped. He ends up turning the ball over, but we give it to him right back. Like, this is, I don't know what I'm doing. This guy could have quit so long ago, but I've literally just thrown like a million picks. But we get a sack right there from Julius Peppers. And 2nd and 21, he has a nice little baby dot right here. Trying to get in for some points before halftime. 3rd and 12. He needs about 10 yards to get that field goal, and he throws another pick. So this is probably the most picks anyone's ever thrown in a game combined. We have like 9 picks in the first half, but it is what it is. Right before halftime, just trying to make something happen. And you know how it goes. Calvin being Calvin, baby. Calvin being Calvin. Like I told you guys, Calvin actually is really good on like ags and spec catch and all that. It's just that one post he can't do. I don't know what it is, but after that play, he decides he's had enough and he's going to quit out. We let him hang around a lot longer than need be, but regardless, we're moving on. 6-0. This next game here, this is one of the games where it really had some skips. As you can see, we started at 3-3. We just don't have anything from the beginning. I don't know, Twitch Vodcast had a lot of issues. I saw Tfue, the Fortnite player, having some issues with it as well, so I'm sure it was just Twitch's end. But regardless here, we skip it to, we're up 14-3 now. I don't know what happened. Sorry, 16-3, I kicked a field goal. I don't know why those were gone. Sorry, this video is a little bit weird. I didn't want to just completely cut it because I didn't want you guys to just be like, where's that game? So I just kept it in there. The guy wasn't great either, as you can see by his reads right there. So it wasn't like the biggest thing to have like every single play on there. But nice little playmaker from right there. I tried to bait it, but I couldn't get back in time with Sean Taylor. He runs the ball here, and oh my goodness gracious, this game is crazy. And he gets about 20 yards right there off that when he should have had a -1. But he goes for it on 4th and goal. Risky play, but he gets a touchdown, making this kind of a game. 16-10 here. We are in 3rd and 10. We get a nice little laser. As I told you guys last time, I had spin specialist on. I did not know it made you do that precision spin. So no, don't ask me if the precision spin's fire. It's not. It sucks. But regardless, we take a sack right here. 3rd and 19. We're actually making this a game. A little bit nervous right here, but he tries to man up Randy Moss. Bad decision. So we get in the field goal range, and that's pretty much going to do it. We make him take all his timeouts, just run the ball. No need to mess around and throw a pick right there. Just go up your 2 possessions and win the game. As long as he doesn't get an onside kick, he can't possibly win. So that's pretty much going to do it. Right now on defense, we're just trying to make him take a while, and we do just that, and we take our knees and we win the game. So sorry about it cutting. I don't know what was wrong with Twitch's vodcast, but regardless, we get the dub, and we're moving on to the next one. So we're at 7-0 right now. Good start to the week. We're always on that prowl for the 25-0, so you don't want to drop any early. Because if you don't get 25-0 and you're dropping games early, that's when you start playing the harder players later, and then you're in some trouble. But regardless, he gets the ball first, starts off running. That's one thing I do like about the nickel over G. I feel like I don't even have to shoot the gap as much on defense. I do feel like usually the nickel over G does a really good job against the run on its own, so that's good to know. Whereas 3-3-5 odd, it kind of took a little bit more usering from me. So right there, throws right at me, somehow catches it. I don't know. It's whatever, but right there, we hit him with the bluff blitz. And I told y'all, everyone's asking, how you bluff blitzing, how you bluff blitzing? Be ready for the ebook next week, boys. That's all I'm going to say. We got a nice little yick right there. And we're moving. So we hit our corner route, and we're already up a stop. So if we get 7 right here, we're putting ourselves in prime position to win the game. And right here, we're going to our favorite curls and drags. But we don't have anything open, so we're going to end up taking 3. Not the end of the world. You want to get points when you get a stop, but 7 usually is really, really good to get up a full stop. But it's a half a stop with 3, and I'll take it. Right here, cross-manned our people. No one's getting open, and Kevin Green's making a play. Told you guys Kevin Green was great all week. Julius Peppers was incredible as well, and Javon Curse was very good. But Kevin Green's just making this guy sweat. He's making a move. Somehow he gets out of there with Vic and makes a play. Vic is just out of this world, but he can't get his feet in bounds. He ends up punting the ball back to me, but man, Vic is just unbelievable sometimes. I don't know how he got out of that pocket. But right here, we're up a stop again, another stop. So if we get 7 right here, the game's pretty much over, as long as I don't play dumb. So we're trying to bomb him over the top here, but nothing's really open, and we end up having to punt the ball back to him. So we didn't really do anything with our stop. Not playing great offense right now, especially in this video. But right there, we get the user lurk, and Shanti taken to the crib. Told you guys Shanti had a monster week. He really, really did. Probably my favorite user in the game right now. Him and Jamal Adams are the best user tandem in the game for sure. Right here, he's just having to run around with Vic like crazy. There's so much pressure on him back there. There's not much he can do. He's having to maneuver all day. And right there, we get another pick with Jamal Adams this time. And we're off to the races again. So we played bad offense, but guess what? We got 2 touchdowns on defense. And when you get 2 touchdowns on defense, they're out the game. So good game to him. And we're moving on. Next game here, you see our team. I told you guys we got the trio of wide receivers that are all goons. And then you see his team. I always hate seeing that Todd Gurley. That Todd Gurley breaks every tackle. He's a beast. But right there, we get the ball first, and he gives us that outside fade. I love when people give us that outside fade. It's my favorite thing to throw. And I have no clue what he did on defense right there, but he just literally left that guy completely butt naked, and he was on a streak, so it's a touchdown. 7-0 here. He comes out and split close. He's running stock H-back wheel. When guys do that, I usually start to think, all right, they're gonna probably throw me a yick anytime soon, because I don't know, they're always trying to mess around. Like when you run stock H-back wheel, you just usually run it every play. I don't know if you got like, you don't just mix that in. You usually run it every play when you see it. So he throws me the yick right here. Good defense by him. Tried to hit my corner out, couldn't get it open. But right there, he gives us Calvin deep again, and we're into the end zone. So I don't know what this guy's doing on defense. He keeps giving us that outside fade. We've thrown it 3 times. It's resulting in 2 touchdowns and another big gain. So we're up 14-0, balling early. Right here, we give him the outside fade, and I don't know what angle Ed Reed took. It just, in this game, sometimes deep pass will just take really, really weird angles and just give you a free touchdown like that. So it kind of lets him back in the game. I was kind of upset about that, considering this game could have been over with if we got another stop. But regardless, it cuts, guys. I'm sorry. The vodcast was so broken, but we do win that game. I don't know what to tell you guys other than I didn't want to completely skip the game for you. I wanted to give you the content, but Twitch vodcast was just acting up. So I'm pretty sure 6 through 10 is the only one who does that. It was just the one single day where it was broken, but last guy throws a pick. He's out the game. I hope you guys enjoy, man. I know it was a little bit of a choppy video. It's not my fault. There's nothing we could really do. Twitch vodcast broke, and I didn't want to break the content for you guys, but I really do hope you guys enjoy it. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe. If we get 150 likes, I'll bring you guys the next one. I think you guys are really enjoying these videos because my numbers have been doing really well on them, but take it easy, man. Peace.